Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. We will continue our examples. We will now start with the second example. The second example will be the first time we run the script run Okapi with sample modules. Sample modules are the modules in the template modules underscore template the JSON file. Let's go there. Yes, these modules. Now we will start running everything through the script, and we will use these sample modules. If you see what the modules we will run, we have mod permissions, inventory storage. We have mod users, configuration, login, password validator, mod auth token, mod pub/sub, mod email. Email will be not enabled, so we will skip this one, and the mod settings as well. Mod users business logic BL will be included. Mod inventory be also included, and mod reporting. But mod reporting will stop at clone step. So we will not install or add this module to our Okapi environment. Okay. Let's start. First, we will go to the installation section. Here we will clone. First, we will clone our repository. Done. Now we will cd into that module. Very good. If you go there, here, this is a second step. The third step is install.sh to automate the coming steps until the end. You can use install.sh without any further arguments. This will let you skip the next 3 steps, 4, 5, and 6. But if you want to do it completely, you can add the argument with start. With start, or simply do everything, include Folio start, the last one. Okay, let's go with this one. Can make this down. Very good. Now we did start. We will let the script goes down, and we will have a look from the beginning what happened. The first step is renaming the files, the configuration files. The next one is replacing the path to repo with our current directory, and we will import our aliases. After that, refresh the terminal, source /rc configuration file, starting our services from our docker compose file. We need only 3 services, so I only run Zookeeper, Kafka, and Postgres. Start running Folio with some modules. Now we start our script. Folio start the last step in the installation process. The first thing happening here is stopping current running modules. I tested the script before we start the video, so you will find here some modules were already up and running. We stopped these modules first, and we free allocated all ports starting from 31 until 99. After the Okapi port, as you see, then we start with running Okapi. Okapi doesn't exist yet, so we will clone Okapi first, and then the next step is building Okapi. We started here building Okapi, build Okapi. Okay, let's go. We actually still in this step. I think we are almost finished. After building Okapi, we will start Okapi, we will run Okapi in our local machine, and after that we will loop on our modules.json file and start running each module separately. As you see, we already finished our Okapi build. We have Okapi 6.10, which is the Ramson's version. If we go here, we build mod auth token. We cloned the module first, cloned mod auth token first, then build mod auth token. We did the same with mod permissions, cloning the module first. Didn't finish yet. Now we try to build mod permissions. Why we start with mod auth token and mod permissions? Because as you know, we talked about it in previous videos. Mod permissions and mod auth token has filter phase in the mod deployment descriptor, which means each endpoint, each request goes to Okapi will go first to mod auth token, and mod auth token will check mod permissions. So if we start from the beginning, if we have mod auth token already enabled in previous run, the Okapi will try to reach mod auth token, but the mod auth token is not running. We started over, so the request will fail. So what's the solution we did? So at the first, before running or doing anything, we will remove mod auth token from the enable list of the tenant, so that when we start Okapi and start deploying and running and registering and enabling modules, Okapi will not send any request to mod auth token because it's not enabled yet. Yeah, that's why you saw here that mod auth token and mod permissions have been cloned and built at the first. Then we started with mod permissions and now mod inventory storage. Now there is something very nice, we forget about it. I can actually see the Okapi log in another tab. As you see here, we can observe our logs in another tab because we're running Okapi in the background, not from the IDE. IDE has nothing to do with what we're doing now. So if you want to observe the logs, you can write this alias and it will show you the logs live. Now we are building mod inventory storage, so nothing show up here. But after the build finishes and we start making API calls to Okapi, you will see that the logs here will change. Yes, right now, as you see. Now we are deploying our mod inventory storage. If you go there, we are now in the deploy step. We finished the register step. Now we are in the deploy step. Now we're on the install or enable step. This is the enable process. After finishing the enable, we will reset our environment variables and go to the next one. Now we are starting with mod users. First cloning the module, secondly we will building the module and the next 3 steps for each module: register, deploy, and enable. Let's open our repository in VS Code. As you see here, we have now some modules showed up here. The auth token permissions, they were the first 2 modules, cloned and built. And after that, we start with inventory storage. We follow up with mod users, and the modules will show up here one after another, respect to the order of the modules in the modules.json. As you have a look here, we started with mod permissions, then we followed up, we went to the next one, mod inventory storage, mod users, and now we are working with mod configuration. I assume it didn't show up here, means we didn't finish yet with mod users. After mod users, we will start with mod configuration, and so on until we reach the last module. If we have a look in mod inventory storage, before we go here, as you see, the mod configuration popped up here because the clone of the module step has been finished. Now I assume we are in the build process of that module. Yes. Going back here in mod inventory storage, we have here our environment variables block. If you have a look here, we have this one, staging. Database is Okapi modules staging. The default database is Okapi modules, but we have another database called Okapi modules underscore staging. And this is a sample. What I wanna to show here, that I can enable a module on different database. It shouldn't, not all modules should be in one database. They can be, how to say, they can be in different database. Each module can be enabled in a different database from the others. There are some exceptions like mod users and mod login related to the authentication. These modules should be together in one database, but here no. We can enable each module in a different database. So I did this for mod inventory storage, for showing an example for this. But the next modules all will be enabled in one database, in the Okapi modules, the default database. Configured in mod configuration, in in the configurations.json file. If you look up here, this is a default configuration. For database, we have the module Okapi modules. Okay. Let us go back to, we don't need this anymore. Now we are in mod password validator. I know this may be a little bit boring, but I want to show you the process and the script running from the start until the end, live, the complete process. So here we will not discuss anything very useful. You can skip this part of the video until we finish the running of the script. It will take some time. It will not be a short process, but if you run this script one more again, it will not take that much time, because we did run here in our video, we did run the script for the first time. So there were nothing here. The modules were an empty directory, except for the configuration files. There were no modules existing here. We started from a clean, so we started as from nothing. We didn't have anything, any folder, any directory. We started from scratch. So the clone step and the build step will happen for each module we run or we work with. But in the next time, the clone and the build step will not be done again because it's already done before. And also the register step will not be done again for old modules, and the install step also if you didn't change your tenant configuration. So actually what happens is only one step, which is a deploy step. Most of the time, if you work with your script, after running it multiple times, the script will only run the deploy step, and all the 5 steps will not be run again. We will show you that the next round after this installation. When it finishes, we will make another video running the script again, but not from scratch as we did here, and you will see how it will be very short. It will not be that long like we see here. Now we finished modules BL. We are almost there. Okay, we registered the module, we deployed the module, installed the module. We add permissions for that user, this UUID. We did make our login. This is a token, this is a fresh token. And now we are reset to verify user password. Okay, and this may take much time because we are trying to update a permission, and the permission has a cache validation, and not just a cache, because the process happens under the hood using Kafka as a message queue. So until the permission propagates and we have the permission used in Okapi API gateway, we should wait a little bit until everything is finished, the adding of that permission. We need this permission. We did add that permission, but Okapi isn't aware of that permission yet. We should wait a little bit until Okapi will be aware of this permission we just added, and then we can continue. Actually, we are about to finish. Mod users BL is here. What we have remaining is only mod inventory as a module and cloning mod reporting. Well, very nice. We did actually made it. The Okapi has recognized that permission now after 2 rounds, as you see here. Each round will wait about 45 seconds, something like that, and the reset of the password succeeded with a new token, as you see here. And now we are cloning mod inventory now, and followed up with the build command. After this module, we will be done. We'll be actually done. We will only cloning that module, and that's it. Wait for it. Very good. We did manage to build mod inventory and register the module, deployed the module, and now we are in the install or enable process. We are now enabling mod inventory. As you see here, updating the environment variables. Wow, finished. Very good, very good. The last step was cloning mod reporting, and it did cloned the module successfully. We made our reset of Okapi environment variables and set the default environment variables for Okapi. And the post process was deleting all the files we used through the script, deleting temporary files, output responses, responses to text filtered modules, and headers file. Okay, thank you, and see you in the next one.